Welcome to Rodmed Global African News. Here are today's major stories from across Africa and beyond. Nigeria successfully issued a US $2.25 billion Eurobond split into 10 and 20-year tranches at 9.125% and 9.625% coupon rates, even as the US threatened possible military action over religious violence allegations. Nigeria's finance team said the funds will help cover a major fiscal deficit and that investor appetite remained strong despite geopolitical pressure. Consumer inflation in Ghana fell to 8.0% year-on-year in October, down from 9.4% in September, marking the 10th consecutive month of deceleration. The government and central bank say the decline reflects easing food price pressures and stabilizing cocoa and oil production. South Africa's rand inched up approximately 0.3% early Wednesday, trading around 17.49 to the US dollar as markets paused after a nearly 2-month strike. Traders now await fresh domestic data and global signals, particularly from the US, for direction. The US Department of Homeland Security announced plans to end temporary protected status for South Sudanese nationals, many of whom have lived in the US for years after fleeing war and famine. Nationals will have a 60-day grace period before deportation takes effect early next year. South Africa's Purchasing Managers Index fell to 48.8 in October, the first slide into contraction in 7 months. Firms reported falls in new orders and export sales, although cost pressures eased somewhat. South Africa's telecom operator Cell C, the country's fourth largest mobile provider, announced a planned listing on Johannesburg Stock Exchange, aiming to raise around 7.7 billion rand, that is approximately 445 million US dollars, through a private placement. The move comes as the company restructures and seeks to strengthen its balance sheet. In Kano State, Nigeria's army reported that 19 armed bandits were killed in a raid on a hideout in Shanono, including 2 soldiers and a local vigilante among the casualties. The operation is part of a broader push to rein in escalating kidnapping and bandit attacks in the northwest. As global demand for battery and electrical vehicle metals surges, Africa, home to around 30% of the world's critical mineral reserves, is pushing to translate resource wealth into industry and jobs. Experts say success depends on policy, infrastructure, and value chain investment. Following US President Donald Trump's comment on possible military action in Nigeria over religious violence claims, the Nigerian government welcomed assistance but stressed any help must respect Nigeria's sovereignty. The diplomatic flashpoint has highlighted Nigeria's security and diplomatic balancing act. From Eurobonds in Nigeria to telecom listings in South Africa and critical mineral strategies across the continent, Africa's financial and investment flows are under fresh focus. Markets remain sensitive to global rate shifts, commodity swings, and domestic political risks. That wraps up Rodmed Global African News for 5 November 2025. This bulletin was packaged and presented by Temitope Olushola and produced by Emmanuel Oginibo. Don't forget to like, share, and stay connected with us for more updates on our social media platforms, Rodmed Radio on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and particularly our YouTube channel at Rodmed Radio TV. Thank you for joining us. Stay informed and good day.